Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Friday before NFL playoff weekend, and today I figured it'd be a good time to give you guys my NFL playoff predictions for the 2022 season. This has kind of become a tradition here. We did the MLB playoff predictions, got those quite wrong, and then I also did the World Cup predictions, which were decent. Brazil kind of screwed up my bracket, but today we're going to be doing the NFL ones, and I'll let you guys know who I think will win the Super Bowl. Alright, so before I give you guys my predictions, we got to look at the matchups. I got the bracket pulled up here. So the first wildcard game, we have the Seahawks and the 49ers. Then we also have the Jaguars and the Chargers. They're playing on Saturday night, 4:30 and 8:15. And then on Sunday, you got the other wildcard games, Dolphins and Bills, Giants and Vikings, and also Ravens and Bengals. So there's 3 wildcard games on Sunday. And then finally, yours truly, the Cowboys are playing the Buccaneers on Monday night. Really weird time for a game, but whatever. Before I give you guys my predictions, just want to give you a little disclaimer. Out of all the sports that I kind of play or watch on this channel, I probably know the least about NFL. Although I have been watching pretty much every Cowboys game as much as I can. Usually I work during the football games, so it's hard to keep up with, but I know enough that I can make decent predictions. So looking at the AFC side first, we got the Chiefs with a bye, and they will be facing the winner of the Chargers and the Jaguars. Chargers were 10-7, but second place the Chiefs, and then the Jaguars barely squeaked in with a 9-8 record. They beat the who did they beat? They beat the Titans in the last game of the season. So that was a close call. They barely made it in. I think based off of records, I think Chargers have this one. But I think just because the Jaguars had to try so hard at the end of the season just to make it in, I think they're going to be beaten up and tired. Plus, I don't see them going really far with Trevor Lawrence. I think the Chargers will take that game to go against the Chiefs. And then we got the Bengals and the Ravens. Bengals started this year off a little bit rough. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl last year, and they had a tough loss. But they had a really great record, 12-4. They looked really dominant. And they might even had a better record if that Bills game didn't get canceled. They might have beaten them then. Versus the Ravens, who were second place in their division, 10-7. I think I'm going to go with history here. Bengals will have another shot to move on. I think they're just a really good team, and they've been historically good the past few years. And then finally, on the AFC side, we have the Dolphins and the Bills. As I mentioned in the last NFL logos video, I actually have friends who are Dolphins fans. Don't know too many Dolphins fans at all, but I follow them a little bit just to kind of talk about them with my friends. Tua not playing is really going to hurt them, and he's kind of been on and off all season, but I think they have a better shot with him playing. And you're facing the Bills, who are a really solid team, 13-3, and they have just looked really good so far this season whenever I've been able to watch them. I think the Bills will beat the Dolphins to move on versus the Bengals in the next round. Moving across to the NFC, we got the Eagles with the bye going on to the second round. And then you got the Cowboys and Buccaneers. As much as I want to be biased and say the Cowboys will win, I'm honestly really nervous about this game. I don't care how bad the Buccaneers were this season. Their record was 8-9, and that was first place in their division, a horrible division. But I don't know, I just don't like facing Tom Brady in the playoffs. Tom Brady's 7-0 against the Cowboys in his career. And Dak Prescott, despite missing 5 games this season, led the league in interceptions. He's having a very rough year. I just don't trust the Cowboys at all anymore. I don't see him winning a playoff game. They just choke. So I think I'm going to give this round to the Buccaneers. I'll be surprised if the Cowboys do win, and obviously I want them to win, but I'm just not expecting it. Then we got the Giants and the Vikings. Giants actually played the Vikings not too long ago. I think it was week 14, and that was a really close game. They lost by like 3 points. And the NFC East has been amazing. So you got 3 teams, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, all in the playoffs. Really competitive division. I've been able to watch the Giants a little bit because my boss at work is a Giants fan. And honestly, from what I've seen of the Vikings, like their game that they lost against the Packers was pretty rough. They got beaten really bad. And they had a fairly easy schedule. Do I give the upset to the Giants? I think I will, just to kind of mess with this bracket. I think the Giants will beat the Vikings. And then finally we have the Seahawks versus 49ers. Seahawks, let's see their record. They were 9-8, and the 49ers in their division. Obviously they play each other a lot this season. I think I'll give the 49ers the win here, just kind of going with the numbers. 13-4 versus a 9-8 record. So that'll set up Giants versus 49ers, and then Buccaneers versus Eagles. All right, so hopping back to the AFC, we got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. I think the Chiefs will take that one. Chiefs have just been great the past few years. Don't see them losing to the Chargers. They're just going to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, they always do at this point. And then moving down, we got the Bengals facing off against the Bills. This will be a tough one, but I think I'm going to give it to the Bengals. Like I said, they had a rough start, but they've just been going hot ever since. They're riding the wave. The Bills are a tough one to beat, but I think the Bengals will pull this one off. Then you got the Bengals and the Chiefs facing off. And moving over to the other side, Eagles versus Buccaneers. I think I'm going to have to give it to the Eagles. They're having a dominant year, really great record, with the best record in the NFL, I believe, 14-3. And the Buccaneers' luck is going to stop there. I think they can beat the Cowboys, but not the Eagles. We got the upset Giants versus the 49ers. I think 49ers take that one. Giants won't make it too far. If they do win that first round, that'll just be luck. And that'll set up Chiefs and Bengals, and then Eagles and 49ers. I think the Chiefs take that over the Bengals. Chiefs moving on to the Super Bowl. I think that's the safe bet, but they've been great for a long time. And then Eagles versus 49ers. As much as I don't like the Eagles, I think if it's any time for the Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl, it's this year. They're coming off a win from 2017. It's been a little bit since they made it that far, but I think this is their year. And they'll face off against the Chiefs and the Eagles in my bracket. And who will win that one? As a Cowboys fan, I really don't want to give the win to the Eagles, but I don't think I have to worry about that because the Chiefs are just that good. Looking at their record, 14-3, same record as the Eagles, so matchup there is equal, but with Patrick Mahomes, I don't think you're beating him, and the Chiefs have just been solid for so long. So that's my predictions. I think the Chiefs will beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and let me know what you guys think about my predictions down below. Let me know who you think will win the Super Bowl, and if these turn out to be quite wrong, which they usually do, I'll do an updated bracket review in the next round. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.